What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm just in front of my setup at the moment and I was just about to start editing today's video you guys would have seen yesterday, but I ended up getting some more parts and I thought I'd quickly share something with you guys, which is pretty cool. So this right here is the last of the parts for the Skyline. We now have basically everything sorted. The only thing we have to do right now is go to Whitey's and wire in a specific valve so that way we can adjust the boost pressure from the link ECU. And then the other thing we have to do is change the fuel pump wiring before I melt the wiring that's in it for the 460. I got this all the way from China in about a week. And what I think is crazy is the fact that I've ordered like a heater core and everything else via Australia Post and just nothing is coming at the moment. It is crazy. It's taking up to 2 or 3 weeks just from inside Australia. And it's not only just happening to this, it's also happening to my merch orders and everything else as well. Everyone's been waiting so long for these merch orders. It's been crazy. And even just the tracking side of it, I sent a couple of shirts to Glenn. If you guys remember Glenn, he's the one that gave me the B Series Falcon. He's been waiting for that now for like 2 weeks. And all it's done with Australia Post is go from Caloundra, which is where Jacob prints them, and then sends them up. I don't know why, but it was sent from Caloundra all the way up to Hervey Bay, which is stupid because he lives down in New South Wales, and I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it took 5 days to get to that spot. And who knows why it's just been sitting there or doing anything. It's mental. So anyway, just thought I'd quickly lash out at Australia Post and tell them to get their act together because it's so annoying. But we've got the last bits of the Skyline. So let's quickly open these up. Super happy guys. This right here is, if you guys know, it is a Grady style adapter for a stock throttle body on an R33 Skyline. So this right here will be able to adapt up to the Freddy Plenum that I have and then go to my stock throttle body, which is awesome. If you guys also remember, I got that S14 throttle cable as well, so that'll all work up. So now we literally have everything apart from that boost control valve. Everything is here. Everything is in my study. I'm gonna go have a quick look now. It's so cool. So look at all this. We got the Billet Performance Products fuel rail, plus we have the 1000cc injectors from Golby's, Turbo Smart FPR 800. We've also got a 460 fuel pump. We also have the Grady style forward-facing plenum, but we're not going to be using this fuel rail here, so I will sell it. And then we also have the adapter plate for the stock throttle body. Plus we also have all the hardware and everything for both of those there. And then we also have the S14 throttle cable. So all this stuff here is ready to go on the Skyline. This car is going to be such a beast. And also downstairs we have the Max Pitting Rods Turbo to test out for a little bit. Man, this is so cool. I finally have all the parts here ready to go. Hell yes. Rightio guys, so starting off today's video in the backyard, and if you guys can see, just quickly watering the lawn to hopefully get some stuff going. You guys might have seen in yesterday's video, we're trying to fix this lawn up for this new little puppy that we got coming, so it's going to be very, very cute. But main thing is just trying to keep it all wet, and hopefully we get some grass growing, so we'll see how we go. But yes, today's goal in today's video is to paint up some front and rear Brembo calipers that I have ready to go on the Falcon. So I have the PBO upgrade already, but I did also get some 4-pot front Brembos as well. So basically some of the police cars and everything else as well with the FGs came out with a Brembo upgrade kit, which basically goes to a 4-pot front and then a PBR territory rear upgrade. It also came on some of the FPVs as well, but mine's off a police car. But pretty much when you're on the track and your car brakes, you want to make sure you can stop really well, because being able to stop, especially in a broken car, is a great thing. So today I wanted to paint them up. I'm just going to do them red. I know I've gone through so many different colors on this Falcon. I was thinking purple originally, but I thought it might clash with the red spokes and the green car. So yeah, unfortunately it's probably not what I'm going to do. So yes, your generic Brembo red will suffice for these calipers right here, but yeah, so we're going to do that today. Plus I wanted to do some wiring on the interior of the car, and I'm still waiting for my heater core, so we're not going to be able to do that just yet, but hopefully it's going to come very soon. So let's quickly go at the front and start doing some stuff for these Brembos. Rightio guys, so right here we have a set of FG Brembos. So these came off, as I said before, an FG Mark II. XR6 turbo, and it was a police car, the one that they used down in New South Wales. But pretty much I'm just going to try and just pull the pads out and stuff like that, then I'll mask up some of the outsides. They actually paint over a lot of the stuff on these, like the bracketry, and just they They actually paint over a lot of the bracketry and a lot of the hard lines and everything, but it just, over time, it just flakes off and wears off. All of this has absolutely no clear coat on it whatsoever. Luckily, we've got a whole heap of sandpaper, so I'm just gonna pretty much dismantle as much as I can. I'm gonna change a lot of the brake lines because we are going to braided lines, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that. But yeah, just pretty much pull a lot of the stuff off and then we can just sand it all back and then we'll paint them up really nicely. So let's get to it. Right, so I'm not going to go all that crazy with these right here. I had 2 coats of red and then I'll end up going over with a clear as well, just to make them sort of come to life a little bit again. So I'm not masking anything off because I think we're going to do like a bit of like a rebuild kit on them as well, which will hopefully come with all new bleed nipples and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go over the whole thing. Just going to mask up these right here, just make sure I don't get anything in then, and we should be good to go. So let's get to painting. Now I won't bore you guys with anything like painting because you guys have all seen it a million times in my videos before. So I'm just going to quickly just do a quick little time lapse. I'll see you guys in about 10 seconds. There you have it, guys. Beautiful, glossy red calipers. The only thing I'm gonna have to do now is purchase some Brembo high temp brake stickers, but I'm sure Brett might be able to make some up. And I'm pretty happy I've actually used this paint on my Skyline as well, and they look sick. I haven't actually washed this car since I painted them. And yeah, they still look nice and bright red, and they're still super glossy and easy as hell to clean. So yeah, super happy with how they've turned out. So I hope they're going to be nice on my nice little Brembos. Right, so while I'm here and while I'm waiting for the heater core to rock up, I have some other stuff that I wanted to do on the interior of the Falcon. It's just some little things. I actually wanted to put in another cigarette lighter to come through into the glove box, so then I could actually work it out. So I could do an aux cable that goes all the way up and under, comes out at the console, as well as another USB charging port, so that I can put my phone and everything inside my console, so it's not lying all over and I don't have cables running everywhere inside my interior. But then I also wanted to do stuff, because I have my Angel Eye headlights are running from the cigarette lighter 12 volt, which I am going to try and find a better place to put them and then wire them into that. So I'm going to end up re-soldering them today, because where they were before was a big fire hazard, and I just haven't got around to pulling out the console and doing everything else as well. So I'm going to fix that today. Now I'm going through and tidying up all the wiring and doing stuff. So yeah. So this right here is actually from factory, which I'm going to redo, because honestly all they've done is put the cables together and twisted them and then wrap them in electrical tape. So I'm going to redo all of that. But that wasn't me, that was actually from factory, because this box right here goes up and into my DVD player. Yeah, and that is a factory accessory. Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately, that's it. That is just woeful. If you guys remember, a little bit of quick facts for you as well. I think I mentioned this in a video a couple of days ago when I was actually stripping out. It's actually the bottom part, the steering column there. But if you guys can see, right here, it says Orion again. Now, if you guys don't know, Orion is actually the nickname for the prototype of the FG, which is pretty cool. What I thought was really cool here, I'm not quite sure exactly around about sort of like what this all is. But this right here, job number 58. Orion insulator, which is pretty cool. I'm wondering if this is with the job number 58, whether this was the 58 sort of floor sort of mat, if you get me, or the insulator mat, whether that was like number 58, which means that this could be the 58th one that they've made. I'm not quite sure, but someone from Ford may be able to tell me, but that's all I can sort of see from here. It was really cool that they have all the job times and the dates and everything else as well. So it was like the 24th of the 6th, 2008, which was the sort of start of when they began to make the FGs. Because this is a really early FG. This is like a June 08. It also made at 8:35 in the morning, like literally down to the seconds of when it was created, or when the sticker was created to put on this. So it'd be pretty cool actually if this was like, let's just pretend that this was the 58th you know, either floor mat or 58 FG Falcon that came through the line. That is sweet. That is so cool. So for any of you guys that are heading down on Saturday to roll racing, I'd love to go, but I don't actually have a way of getting out there at the moment. But for any of you guys that are heading out to roll racing on Saturday, I really want to start a trend for Max's ute. So he has unfortunately had a few issues with his wheels, so he's actually getting them sent away and fixed currently. But look at the wheels he's decided to put on his ute. Oh boy. Oh damn. It's nice to see my best mate is finally trailing on to the quality of the rotor. So yeah, for anyone who's going to be out at roll racing, or anyone that sees him over the next couple of days driving, please take a photo of his car and with the rotor grids on the front and tag him on Instagram just to make sure that he is loved by the rotor community that thinks these wheels are just, oh, they're just the best, aren't they? Honestly, they look sick. I love the combination of the red spoke and the orange car and everything. It just is that's all you can pretty much say. And on the back, let's just say, I hope he doesn't break his transmission, boy, because that would be bad. That would be very bad. Good old Mickey T's versus stock transmission. Luckily, here's his manual though, so it's okay, but even still then. A lot of blokes have actually been messaging me in regards to Max's ute, and they're worried about him now that I've broken a whole lot of stuff. What's going to happen to Max? Now, Max's supercharged ute is making 530 horsepower currently. Now, before he did the supercharger or anything, went with a whole built driveline. So he's got a built diff, built two-piece tail shaft, the TR6060, she's just awesome. Plus, he's also got oil pump gears. So his ute is rock solid, ready to rock. So then the supercharger just bolts straight on. His car's got no issues whatsoever. It's running 9 of boost. They're safe up until around 11 is when they start getting weird. So yeah, it's running 9 of boost. It's absolutely wicked. I did mine the other way. I put all the power in and now I'm breaking stuff. So that's pretty much the difference between me and him. But even still then, I knew I was going to break stuff. So now it's just the waiting game for when stuff breaks, I fix it. So that's what I thought. So I have a few little things that I want to chat to you guys about in regards to the Falcon currently. At this point in time, the stuff for the interior that I do want to do today, I do want to put some footwell neons in. I reckon it'd be sweet. And I've also got some stuff coming for the doors as well, because I wanted to do those little tiny LEDs that sort of stick into the door handle sort of thing, so that way they light up the door handles at night, which is awesome. So I'm going to be doing that too. Plus, I've also got a sponsor for oil pump gears. Dominator Motorsports are going to be sending out a set of oil pump gears. So we're going to be going down to James Nolan's house and going and ripping out the barra, chucking some oil pump gears in, as well as doing a timing kit. Atomic versus genuine Ford sort of stuff really doesn't matter. It's honestly the same kit. As far as I've been told, it's honestly the same kit. Some people prefer Atomic, some people prefer genuine. I'm just going to go with Atomic because it's a little bit more cost effective from Dominator Motorsports. I'm also at this current point in time saving up for the built box from Gilroy's. I've decided I'm going to go with the built box from Gilroy's because I don't want to take this thing back out on track and worry about whether it's going to break or not again. The Gilroy's box is 750 horsepower rated, and I don't want this thing to go anything over the power that it has now, because at this point in time, it's borderline undrivable for the chassis. It can definitely handle more power, but I don't want any more power out of it. So there's way cooler cars out there that I want to build, and chucking 20 grand into this thing to make 800 horsepower reliably is not something that I want to do just yet. So yes, she's up on jack stands, and what I'm going to be doing now is basically just going over the whole car and just buttoning up all the loose things that I want to do. I want to clean up the diffuser, I want to do the lighting inside, also want to do some sound deadening, so that's on the way. There's just a whole big bunch of stuff that I want to get done, but at this current point in time, I'm really sorry guys, but I don't know when this box is going to get done. It's going to be a few months, but hey, these things happen, and unfortunately it's going to be down for a little bit, and I'm sorry you guys aren't going to be able to see the content with it, but that's why I thought I'd quickly do the easier things that are going to be done. So like getting the Skyline up and sorted. I have booked in for my manual driving test now that COVID has sort of gone away but has now come back, so hopefully we get that all sorted. So hopefully we should be able to go track that thing, which is going to be sick. Not quite sure when the BA is going to get here because of those two idiotic teenagers that decided to come up to Queensland from Melbourne and lie on their declaration. Unfortunately, that has put basically the whole of QLD in jeopardy because they decided to come straight through. They've been going, well, one of them works apparently as a teacher and she's been going to school, infecting kids. There's been a guy at Ipswich that has just got it. We're just preparing for stage 2 basically, which is really annoying. So the BA is currently on hold until all of that goes back. Which sucks, but hey, I can't do anything about that and I'm super sorry. I did want to get the BA sorted, and the whole thing I was going to do was, originally with tax and everything else as well, I was going to put the XR8 bonnet on the BA, put some nice coils in it, put some nice wheels on it and paint it, but unfortunately that's going to get set back as well. Now with this thing needing some urgent repairs, with the Skyline needed to get tuned and sorted so that way we can go out, track that, drift that, do everything we need to with that car. And then we can't get the BA back. So at the moment, I'm trying to get the Skyline finished and sorted and safe, so that way we can go and have some fun and drive around at least, so that way I'm not confined to my house currently. So yes, that's the plan so far. Not quite sure exactly what everything's going to happen with all of the cars. We have the puppy coming very, very soon, and I'm definitely going to just have some chill videos after that, because I'm just sort of going to be relaxing and just waiting for parts to come in, because as I said before earlier in the video, coronavirus has set everything back. Ozpost is just, well, all of Australia's posting services is just woeful, and I've tried a lot of them to see what times they can get to people, and it turns out Ozpost are the best ones at the moment, and even still then, they are like 2-3 weeks delay to even get something from Brisbane to Sunshine Coast. It is mental. So yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, and I'm sorry for everyone that's owed it. But yeah, we'll get everything sorted very, very soon. I've been talking to a whole lot of companies about the B series, so I'm really, really keen to get that thing sorted and up and running, and chuck some awesome P-plate mods on it, which is going to be sick. Can't wait to make my dream P-plater car. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to do a little bit more wiring stuff to the Falcon, and yeah, let's get into it.